All right, I talked about what I like, love about this car, but let's talk about some of the things I don't like. And like I said earlier, it's not like major things, but one of the things I don't like about this car is the unwanted attention. I'm not one of these guys who'd be like, man, look at me, I'm in a car. I drive this car because I like the way it feels, I like the way it performs. That's why I drive it. I don't drive it for attention. I don't drive it to be trying to get women. I don't do that. I drive it because I love driving. I really do. So I don't like the unwanted attention. I really don't. I don't. And then not only that, when you drive these cars and other people who got fast cars, another thing I don't like is the attention that you get from people who don't have high performance cars. You'll have somebody pull up to you in a 79 Ford LTD, big boat of a car, and they'll rev the motor and they'll take off like they want to race you. And my question is, why? 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 And of course, being in a red Corvette, you may attract attention to the police. But if you do what you're supposed to do, you don't have to worry about that, right? Right. The next thing that really, it could be better, is the interior. Interior is nice. Don't get me wrong, it's nice. But it's very basic. Even like if you look at the door panels, it's very, what's the word? Plastic, hard plastic. We got the Bose system, which is nice, but it's real basic. As you can see, very basic. Look at that door panel over there. Basic. It's real basic. There's no carbon fiber. There's no Alcantara, headliner. Nothing on the dash. Just plastic. So, that's another thing that I really don't like about the car, but hey, you can't have everything, right? The next thing that drives me crazy, and I have never heard anybody else mention this, with the Zo6 Corvettes, they get very hot. The floor gets hot, and this center console right here, if you put your keys in the center console, and I'm not exaggerating, I don't do stuff like that for videos. Let me exaggerate. No, I'm just telling the truth. Once you close this and you drive this in the summertime, when you pick your keys up or any metal, anything in this console, it will burn your hands. It will burn your hands to the point where you have to drop whatever metal object it is. It gets hot. The car still functions and runs, it doesn't overheat, but this section right here, it gets hot. So that's another thing I don't like about my Zo6 Corvette. The next thing that I really don't like about the car is the replacement of these tires. I've had to replace these rear tires, even though I like the size of it. I like that they're wide. But the problem with replacing these wide tires, well, first of all, the problem with having wide tires is this. When you have wide tires on a car like this, they catch a lot of debris, a lot of nails, you name it. They catch a lot, okay? But replacing them, each tire on this car costs over $500 for each tire. Yeah, that's not the same expense of a Bugatti, all right? But I guess if I had a Bugatti, I wouldn't be complaining about price of a tire now, would I? So, the price of the tires, replacing these tires, are expensive. So, that's another thing that I do not like about this. The next thing that I really don't like about this car is the fuel consumption. Now, I'm not that far from where I live, okay? So you can kind of see where it's notched at, okay? When I leave from this location, I'm gonna try to drive it fast because I'm also trying to get most of the gas out of here because this gas has been sitting in this vehicle for over a year, well over a year, okay? So now what do? Anytime I put my vehicle up, okay, anytime I put the vehicle up for the winter, I always put a fuel additive in it. so that it doesn't get stale. And I also make sure to have a full tank in this vehicle, or any vehicle if it's being stored. So I got to burn most of the fuel out here. But you'll notice by the time I get home, and I hope I remember to tape it, you'll see that it will drop. I have actually driven this car and it will drop while I'm driving it, especially if I'm hitting it, which I kind of like. But with fuel prices the way they are now, $5, $6 a gallon, no, I don't like it. All right, US, y'all got to get y'all act together, okay? Somebody got to get their act together, because I want to ride, and I can't ride at $6, $7 a gallon. You know, I feel sorry for my CDL brothers driving them trucks. The diesel is even higher. So that's another thing that I don't like about my Zo6 Corvette. Okay, as you can see, I'm back home, back in the garage, and look how it dropped. And when I tell you I didn't drive far, I did not drive far. So, that's one of the things I don't like about this car, how much gas it consumes. Here we go. The last thing. You know, it's not a horrible thing, but the exhaust note. The exhaust note on here sucks. It could be a little bit louder, I think. It could be a little bit deeper in tone. So that's probably gonna be my last thing, you know, and I'm nitpicking it, all right, okay? It doesn't sound bad, especially the Zo6 version of this car, but it's gonna sound better. It's gonna sound much better, excuse me, once I get this exhaust system put in here, okay? Ooh, it's gonna sound so much better, but unfortunately gonna bring more attention. So there you go. Those are the things that I don't like about my Zo6 Corvette. Not bad, but hey. So listen, I want to ask you guys to do me a favor. Please like, subscribe, and comment. You don't have to do it in that order. I prefer, if you're going to pick an order, to subscribe and then like. And then tell me your comments. Okay? So, because I'm really trying to make this channel grow. And I think I have some very good content that I'm going to bring to you guys. Okay? So, on that note, be blessed and not stressed. Later. Thank you.
Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off